Hello everyone and welcome back to Edu-Archs. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of architecture specifically tailored for the beginners. Whether you are a student exploring the career options or someone who simply appreciates the beautiful buildings, this video is for you. What is architecture? Let's start with the basics. Architecture is the art and science of designing and constructing buildings. It is about creating spaces that are not only functional but also aesthetically pleasing. From towering skyscrapers to cozy homes, architecture is all around us. The elements of architecture. Now, let's break down the key elements of architecture. These include form, function, space, light, and materials. Architects carefully balance these elements to create a structures that serves a purpose while also being visually appealing. Architectural styles. Architecture has evolved over the centuries, giving rise to various styles. We have classical styles like Greek and Roman architecture, the intricate details of Gothic architecture, the simplicity of modernism, and many more. Each style tells a unique story and reflects the value of its time. Understanding the principles of architecture is important for creating aesthetically pleasing and functional design. Here is an overview of the principles. Number one, proportion and scale. Proportion refers to the size relationships between different parts of a building or between the building and its surroundings. Balanced proportions create harmony and a sense of unity. Scale. It involves the overall size of a building or its element in relation to the human body and the surrounding environment. Number two, light and shadow. Light. Architects use natural and artificial light to enhance the design, create atmosphere, and highlight specific features. Shadow. Shadows add depth, texture, and visual interest to the architectural elements. And number three, function and aesthetics. Function. Architecture must fulfill a purpose, whether it's a residence, office, or a public space. Functionality involves considerations such as spatial organization, circulation, and accessibility. Aesthetics. While functionality is essential, aesthetics contributes to the overall experience and visual appeal of a structure. Residential architecture is the design and construction of homes and living spaces. Architects specialized in residential projects focuses on creating functional, aesthetically pleasing and comfortable environment for the individuals and the families. This includes designing houses, apartments and other dwellings considering the factors such as layout, spatial organization, materials and needs and preferences of the inhabitants. Commercial architecture. It involves the design and planning of structure and spaces for business and commercial purposes. Architects specializing in commercial projects focuses on creating functional and visually appealing environments that meet the unique need of the business peoples. And public architecture. It involves the design and construction of structure that serve the needs of the general public. This includes buildings and spaces such as government buildings, museums, libraries, schools, parks, and other facilities accessible to the community. Overview of ancient, modern, and medieval architecture. Ancient architecture, the time period generally refers to the architecture before the Middle Ages. The characteristics of ancient architecture are the diverse styles, including Greek, Roman, Egyptian, and Macedonian architecture. They are known for the monumental structures such as Parthenon, Colosseum, and the pyramids, showcasing the advanced engineering and classical aesthetics. Medieval architecture roughly spans 5th to the 15th century. The characteristics are like Romanesque Gothic, prominent features which includes the pointed arch, ribbed walls, and flying buttresses in Gothic architecture. Castles, cathedrals, and fortified structures are very common, reflecting the societal and religious values of the time in medieval architecture. Modern architecture. So its time starts from the late 19th century to the mid of the 20th century. The characteristics emphasizes the simplicity, functionality, and a departure from historical ornamentation. Mostly influenced by the industrial and technological advancements, Pioneers that includes architects like Frank Lloyd Wright, Le Corbusier, Mies van der features open floor plans, uses of new metal, and focuses on form following functions or the impacts of the modern architecture. The importance of architecture in our daily life is to shape the built environment and sustainability and green design and cultural significance. Shaping the built environment focuses on creating functional and inspiring spaces, sustainability and green design promoting the eco-friendly practices, and cultural significance reflecting and preserving the cultural heritage. The role of technology in architecture, innovations and tools, CAD and BIM for computer aided design and building information modeling. Virtual reality and visualization is for immersive design experiences. Smart technology to integration of technology in architecture. Sustainable architecture focuses on designing for a better future. Sustainable architecture focuses on 3-point perspectives. Number one, energy efficiency for reducing energy consumptions. And number two, passive design strategies for maximizing the natural resources. Number three, renewable materials for using sustainable building materials. Architecture and design, the intersection of art and science. It involves three-step process, design process, artistic expression, and human-centered design. Design process from concept to construction. And human-centered design is for designing people's need. Artistic expression is to create a visually appealing structure. Let's talk about some influential architects who have left a lasting impact on the field. From Frank Lloyd Wright's organic architecture to Zaha Hadid's innovation design, these visionaries have shaped the way we perceive and interact with the built environment. How to become an architect? You need to undergo three-step process. Number one, education and training, required qualifications and programs. Number two, licensing and certification to become a licensed architect. Number three, career path and opportunities, exploring various career options. If you are inspired to explore architecture further, there are several ways to get started. Consider taking introductory courses, reading books on architectural history, or even experimenting with sketching. Don't be afraid to visit a local architectural landmarks to gain a better understanding of design principles. I hope this video sparks your curiosity about the world of architecture. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the world of design.